Hello, friends. That's a little weird looking, but it is what it is. So I had a couple friends request that I do a couple different videos. The first one was from Lilo. Hi, Lilo. And she said, why don't you do something about what you packed in your suitcases and took with you to Korea? And then her daughter, Christina, said she'd like to see something with the quarantine package that the government gave out and like review the foods and kind of give a little bit of insight on those. So I thought I would just do what I packed in my suitcase because I'm trying to keep these relatively short, and I think the food one is going to end up going a little bit longer. As far as what I packed in my suitcases, my circumstances are completely different than what would possibly be yours, mainly because of COVID-19. I chose to pay the extra fee for a third bag. And I mean, it was a pretty penny. But I also had to pack suitcases, or my suitcase full of masks and wipes and gloves because I need those things here. I was going to be on a plane for a long time, and I'm going to be a teacher, and they require that you wear masks here. I mean, it's just, I had to get that third suitcase, which would have been a carry-on and would have been free. So I had to pay that money. As far as essentials as to what I was told to bring here, every single video that I watched, every single article that I read said to Korea at least bring deodorant. Evidently, Asians are lacking in a certain gene that makes sweat smell. That's kind of what I read. So deodorant is apparently a little bit more difficult to find here. So when I would go out to, say, Target, or I would go visit my mom, and we would go to Walmart, I always stocked up on deodorant. I ended up bringing like 12 sticks of deodorant here because I wanted to make sure that I had it. And I'm like, okay, even if I go through a stick in a month, then that's 12 months of deodorant that I have. So I have enough for a whole year. That's kind of how my brain processed it. Another thing that I would say is essential that you bring with you if you're moving here or moving to another country is find out what the converters are going to be for charging things, because I was stupid and did not bring an adapter. And for the first 2 days, I had no phone. I had no computer really because my battery kept going so low on both of those that I had no way to charge them. So I lost that battle on day 2, I think it was, of being here. I personally packed enough to get me through a quarantine of 14 days because I knew that I was going to be in self-isolation for 14 days and that I would need soap and toothpaste and shampoo, that kind of stuff, body lotion. So I packed all of that stuff. But if you're going to come here and you're not going to be held down in a quarantine, if it's after like this whole COVID-19 is completely over and done with, you can buy that stuff here. So I don't recommend bringing it unless it's an absolute requirement. Toothbrush and toothpaste I kept in my backpack, which was one of my carry-ons, because I thought maybe I would want to brush my teeth in between, eating on the plane or whatever. But I was not chancing getting up and disturbing the 2 guys that I was like in between. So I was like, I'm gonna like just not for 13 hours. I slept, did nothing. But I packed enough clothes for me to teach in for like 2 weeks. So I have enough pants that'll get me through 2 weeks of teaching and enough shirts that I can interchange without them looking like the same shirt for 2 weeks of teaching. Regular go outside clothes, I brought enough to last me like a week. I did pack a little bit more than I would recommend other people to pack. But I am also almost 6 foot tall, and I am like 200 and whatever pounds. Asian women are very tiny. Korean women are extremely thin and petite. They're not going to have clothes here that are going to fit me. So I had to think about that in retrospect. Undergarments, underwear, socks, brassieres. I made sure to pack those because they're not going to have underwear and bras in my size. Socks I'd probably be able to get through like the male aspect, the men's section. But women's shoes here are very small too. Women, I don't think many of the Korean women's shoe sizes go above 7. So I packed 6 pairs of shoes. I packed casual like sneakers to go hiking in. I packed dress sneakers to teach in, and I packed 1 pair of flats. I did not pack any heels because heels are uncomfortable to me and I would not wear them. So I did not pack them. Feminine hygiene products I packed because I want to make sure that if I need them, I have them. Really, that's kind of towels, the towels behind me. Those are towels. Well, one of them is mine, the blue one. The other one was here and I washed it. But I was told take towels because average size of bath towels in Korea, from what I've read and heard, are our dish towels, like hand towels that you dry your hands off or dry your dishes with, that size. They're small. And I'm a big girl. I need me a big towel. So, I mean, it's, like I said, my circumstances are quite different. So the things that I packed, I mean, of course, your essentials, you're going to pack your chargers, you're going to pack, that kind of required items. But if you don't need something like shampoo or conditioner or body wash, soap, don't bring it. Leave that room for something else. I did pack several books because I knew I was going to have 14 days to read or do whatever. I packed my computer because I knew that I was going to need my computer. I didn't get to bring all of my books. I didn't get to bring any of my music, but I do have that on digital. So that is kind of like, give and take there. I can have this stuff shipped to me. I left it all at my mom's. So she's going to be able to send things to me, but mine is a permanent move. Mine is a year long, hopefully longer. And my recommendations are, if you can get it where you're going, don't pack it. Travel as light as possible. Do not make it hard for you, because I was by myself and I had a hell of a time getting around the airport, the bus terminal, and the train station by myself. So my recommendation is pack light, pack essentials like chargers. I packed extra glasses so that if one pair breaks, I have backups. Like that kind of stuff is what I'm telling you that you need. Anything else, buy it when you get there. Don't waste space in your suitcase for it. There's no need to do any of that. My next video, because that's really all I have to say about what to pack. I guess I should say too, I brought my own, like all of my makeup and skincare products because I know what works for my skin, and I know what makes my skin react well, and I didn't want to get over here and have to buy all new stuff and then end up with clogged pores and that kind of goofy experience. So I did pack that. But if you don't have super sensitive skin, don't worry about it. Like, it's not a big deal. But yeah, that's all I can tell you to pack is if you can get it here where you're going, don't worry about it. Get it when you get there. Save space for your clothes and your shoes and, cameras, necessities, adapters, but adapters, get your adapters for whatever country you're going to. Yeah, and that's it. So my next video will most likely be about my review on the quarantine package that I was sent, filled with ramen and rice and other goodies. I'm trying to keep these under like 12 minutes, so stay tuned. We don't know when these are going to get uploaded, how often. I imagine when I get to my job and get to start working, it's going to be a little bit more of a difficult thing for me to do as often as I would like, but we'll see. Who knows? All right, but that's it. Yeah, so look for the next one about food, which is like my thing. And until I see you next time, you guys please stay safe, and know you're loved. Bye.